Hello everyone, Jim Clark here at the Synchronicity Sanctuary in Central Virginia on another fine, brisk spring morning to share another contemplation with you. The contemplation I'm sharing with you this Monday morning is I am a human broadcasting center. I am at choice in what I choose to receive and play. Pardon me there. So this is all about ourselves, what we're sharing with our world. So, as a good example, I know yesterday afternoon I stepped outside to go somewhere and I heard this bird singing in the trees. And its song caught my attention because it had a long conversation going on and it didn't seem like it was repeating the same pattern very much. So it caught my attention and I just stopped for a moment to really tune into the bird's song. And as I did so, I felt myself expanding and I felt like I was being uplifted just from that little song of that bird. So there was a broadcasting that was a white noise. It was nature and it was spring and it was beautiful to listen to. So that was a great example of something positive that's being shared from a bird. But from human beings, it's quite another story. I know that as I was growing up, I never even considered the fact that whatever I was thinking, whatever I was feeling, my experience, in other words, was an energetic experience as much as my own thoughts and feelings, and that's what I was sharing with my world and myself. So at that point in my life, of course, I wasn't aware that I was at choice. I was still completely mesmerized by the external world, by the exterior, the negative polarity, and was subject to the ups and downs of whatever my own database dictated. So the contemplation for this week is really pointing to the choices that we do have. What do we choose to receive? What do we spend our time watching and listening to? Are we filling ourselves with something truthful, something beautiful, something positive? And in turn, what do we share with our world? What do we send out from our feelings and our thoughts? Is it something as positive and beautiful as that little bird song? Or is it something dark and negative? Are we even aware that we have a choice in this matter? And if we do have a choice and we know we have a choice, what choices are we making? Which brings up a memory for me of a statement that my teacher used to make many, many times, and he said, no matter what the problem is, love is always the answer. And that's really what this is kind of pointing to as well. What are we sharing with our world? What are we choosing to share with our world? What contribution are we making? Is it a negative contribution? Are we contributing to the experience of separation and isolation? Or are we contributing to the oneness that really is our fundamental nature? So meditate, meditate, meditate. That's always the technique to bring balance, and with the balance there's wholeness, and with wholeness there is the experience of unified consciousness, ever growing and ever expanding. And as we develop this in ourselves, that is naturally what we're going to share with our world, whether we're speaking or not. Our state of being is sending out a signal, it's sending out a wave, a vibration that people will share. So take a look at your vibrations and what they are in a day. Is it something that you would really want to share with people if they were tuned in and very aware? Or is it something that you would be very happy to share with anybody? That's a question that I ask myself often, and I invite you to do the same. And if you think there's some improvements you can make, the answer is simple. Meditate, meditate, meditate. The more you practice, the more you put your focus on the positive polarity of your own being, the more you will have to share with your world that you will be happy to share with your world and with yourself. So be like the bird and sing your song, and sing it in a way that uplifts the world around you. And that's what I want to share with you on this fine spring morning. And I will be back again next Monday to continue with more contemplations. Thank you.